So town hall, is that a town or a hall?
Where are we now? I think we're over here.
No, I disagree. We're over here. Well, technically, we're right here.
This is the tram stop. Do you
Who's
have
got
the money?
I'm just doing Bitcoin these days.
Ma'am, you dropped your hat.
Maybe we're in the free zone.
Oh, wait, this is upside down.
Oh!
I'm gonna walk.
Good morning, patrons. The Nicholas building is now open for the day. Open for the day.
said we should look out further. I guess it wouldn't hurt us. We don't have to be around all these coffee shops. Now we got that percolator. Never made a latte greater. I'm saving $23 a week. We drive to a house in Preston. We see police arresting a man with his hand in a bag. How's that for first impressions? This place seems depressing. It's a Californian bungalow in a cul-de-sac. It's got a lovely garden, a garage for 2 cars to park in, or a lot of room for storage if you've just got one. And it's going pretty cheap, you say? Well, it's a deceased estate. Aren't the pressed metal ceilings great? Then I see the handrail in the shower, a collection of those canisters for coffee, tea and flour, and a photo of a young man in a van in Vietnam. And I can't think of floorboards anymore, whether the front room faces south or north. And I wonder what she bought it for. drunk and fell asleep atop the sheets, but luckily I left the heater on. And in my dreams I wrote the best song that I've ever written. Can't remember how it goes. I stayed drunk and fell awake. I was cycling on a plane and far away I heard you say you like me. We drifted to a party cool. The people went to arty school. They made their paints by mixing acid wash and lemonade. In my brain I rearrange the letters on the page to spell your name. I found an extra pound and made a bet that if I found a cigarette I'd drop it all and marry you. Just then a song comes on, you can't always get what you want. The Rolling Stones are woe is we, the irony. The Stones became the moss and once all inhibitions lost, the hipsters made a mission to the farm. We drove by tractor there, the yellow straw replaced our hair. We laced the dairy river with the cream of sweet vermouth. In my brain I'll rearrange the letters on the page to spell your name. You said we only live once, so we touched a little tongue, and instantly I wanted to. I lost my train of thought and jumped aboard the effing as the doors were slowly closing on the world. I touched on and off and rubbed my arm up against yours, and still the inspector inspected me. The lady in the roof was living proof that nothing really ever is exactly as it seems. In my brain I rearrange the letters on the page to spell your name. We fought the riverboat downstream and ended up beside a team of angry footballers. I fed the ducks some krill and we were sucked against our will into the welcome doors of the casino. We drank green margaritas, danced with sweet senoritas, and we all went home as winners of a kind. You said, I guarantee we'll have more fun. Drink till the moon becomes the sun, and in the taxi home I'll sing you a Triffid song. In my brain I'll rearrange the letters on the page to spell your name.
lonesome and there ain't a single nother soul around, I wanna dig into my guitar, bend a blues riff that hangs over everything.
When I'm by myself and it's daytime, 'cause down under, or wherever it is I live when it's evening, you know I speed read the morning news and come up with my own little song. Oh, so too. When I step outside to a beautiful morning where the trees are all wagging, my hair flag waving, the scenery raging, my love cascading, and the smog hangs over everything.
When I'm outside in a real good mood, you could almost forget about all the other things, like a big old ominous cloud in my periphery. Talk about it, some things I said, yeah. When I was young I liked to hear music blaring, and I wasn't caring the new to my jams with earplugs. But these days I inhabitate a high-pitched ring over things. So these days I plug 'em up.
When I'm struggling with my songs, I do the same thing too, and I crunch 'em up in headphones, 'cause why wouldn't you? You could say I hear you on several levels at high decibels over everything. to stand on my own 2 feet. I'm breathing but I'm wheezing, feel like I'm emphyseming. My throat feels like a funnel filled with Weet-Bix and kerosene. And oh no, next thing I know they call up AAA. I'd rather die than owe the hospital till I get old. I get adrenaline straight to the heart. I feel like Uma Thurman post-overdose and kickstart. Reminds me of the time when I was really sick and I had too much pseudoephedrine and I couldn't sleep at night. Halfway down High Street, Andy looks ambivalent. He's probably wondering what I'm doing getting in an ambulance. The paramedic thinks I'm clever cause I play guitar. I think she's clever cause she stops people dying. Anaphylactic and super hypochondriac. Should've stayed in bed today. I much prefer the mundane. I take a hit from an asthma puffer. I do it wrong. I was never good at smoking bombs. I'm not that good at breathing in. I'm not that good at breathing in. I'm not that good at breathing in. I don't know a lot about you, but you seem to know a lot about me. So I take a little time out. I take a little time out. I'm sorry that I lost my patience. You deserve better, it's true. I need a little time out. I need a little time out from me and you. I drag a chair over to the window and I watch what's going on. The garbage truck tiptoes along the road. Light a candle for the suffering. Send my best wishes with the wind. All out candles, hopes and prayers. Though well-meaning, they don't mean a thing unless we see some change. I might change my sheets today. Well, time is money, and money is no man's friend. And all eyes on the pavement. I'm not gonna touch ya. Don't worry so much about it. The day begins to shine. The parent teaches the child how to ride. The bike wobbles side to side. Two dogs entangle, everybody smiles. The pair across the street. One's up the ladder and one's on their knees, painting the faded brick. What's the point? It looks fine from up here. Well, time is money, and money is no man's friend. And all eyes on the pavement. I'm not gonna touch ya. Don't worry so much about it. I'm just waiting for the day to become night. Next door the kids run amok. The mother screams, don't you ever shut up. And there's one thing I know. The sun will rise today and tomorrow. We got a long, long way to go. Well, time is money, and money is no man's friend. And all eyes on the pavement. I'm not gonna touch ya. Don't worry so much I drag it